Hello, my loves. Elsie here to give you a reading for the new moon that's coming up. It is a new moon in Cancer, and that will have different effects on different signs, and that really all depends what your sign is. I suggest you either peruse YouTube or go find a website that'll tell you how this new moon is going to affect you. And as it is a Cancer moon, so we already know it's about emotions, being in touch with emotions. And yeah, I'm here to do a collective reading for you to see what the energies are just before we get into this new moon. It is due, you know, between the 28th and the 29th, of course, right? So let's take a look. This is for the collective. Oh, look at that. There we go. It is for the collective, and that means that you are going to have to put on your intuitive hat because I am reading for all the signs. Now, I will call out the signs as I feel that I need to or that I'm told to, and the rest is up to you. So let's see what energy is around us for this new moon in Cancer. It really is quite fascinating when you read. I hope you will decide to read up on it. Tell us about this Between Worlds. Now, I should talk a little bit about this Between Worlds. And it's one of my very favorite cards in this deck, the Wisdom of the Oracle. And it is because there are so many of us who are here right now. We have now had solstice, right? Which means that we are halfway through the year, which kind of is a indication of what's going on here. Some of us are coming out of the gray area, heading into the sunshine. This card always reminds me of the Wizard of Oz when Dorothy opens the door to the house after it lands on the witch. And she goes from black and white to Technicolor. That's what that reminds me of. So some of you are between worlds. That is card number 3. You might be feeling in, I don't know, feeling as though maybe partnerships are on the way, or maybe you're leaving partnerships because you are between worlds. You haven't quite finished one thing, but you're ready for another. Card number 3 also indicates the Empress, right? So some of you could be transitioning from your position in life to the position of the Empress. All right, let's take a look here. I just said transition, I'm telling you. Yep. Spirit's on it. Okay. So we have transformation, which is the transition, right? I feel like some of you are going to be transitioning in this new moon. You're going to be letting go of some things and calling other things in. And really that's what a new moon is for. For any of those of you who do practice new moon rituals, this would be the time to try and, cut cords or part ways, or, scale back your Facebook page, or figure out what it is that you're going to do in a certain relationship. I feel like this is a transformational time, although emotional, because it is in Cancer. And I feel like you are going to come out on the other side just feeling amazing. Yeah, purification. I'm telling you, when you start to scale things back and you really look at who is in your life for the right reasons, it's transformational. It is a purification process. And some of you are coming out of the transformation and going into this purer, happier, sort of cleansed life. Yeah, it's kind of beautiful. All right, here we are with the collective. Please tell us what is up with the collective for this new moon that is upon us here. We've been feeling this new moon energy for a little bit already, so some of you might be a little bit antsy. Some of you might be a little more grateful and practicing or feeling a lot more gratitude than usual. And that is the effects of this Cancer moon. All right, tell me about transformation, please. We have a 5 of Wands in the reverse. Interesting. So some of you have decided that you're no longer going to be defensive about whatever the situation is, about what has transpired that you have no control over. You've decided that with 5 of Wands in the reverse, no more indecision. I'm not going to fight with myself. I'm not going to fight with other people. It's time to transform out of that energy. And that really is part of letting go. It's letting go of those hard relationships, the one where people are trying to put you in their box of who they think you are. And it's time for you to just walk away from those situations. Woo. You got a Tower. Tower and the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got Scorpio energy here. The Queen of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, all three, because it's a general reading. And I feel as though someone no longer has indecision about someone who might be an earth sign, or you no longer have indecision about the grounded way in which you should move forward. I feel like some of you are hit with a tower, and we are going to clarify that tower, because we don't like to leave towers bare here. We want to know the energy that's in that tower. But I feel like the fact that you've got the Five of Wands in reverse tells me you're more open. Tells me you're more open to whatever should come. Some of you are surrendering to the universe, and you're ready for this transition or transformation. And really, that's what the tower is about. The tower brings transformation, whether you like it or not. Now, for some of you, you're having a tower with money. For some of you, it is about being a little more grounded, no longer feeling up in the air, no longer feeling like things are unfinished or undone. So I feel as though this transformation for some of you, for Taurus, I feel like this moon for you is more about, if we're looking at Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, for the earth signs, it's more about communication, getting back in touch with friends and family, or scaling back on friends and family. Emotional connections. You are realizing who your emotional connections are and who those people are in your life, and how they play a part in your life. So you move in between worlds. The transformation comes, and there is no other thing to do but move forward. Once you realize that the tower has come for the shakedown, right? And for some of you, it's going to shake your stability, but for others of you, it's going to build you up into this queen energy. This is a higher thinking, right? Because we go through the pages and the knights, and you get to the court cards, and it's all about the higher thinking, what's going on in the higher thinking. It's all about the upgrades. So what does the purification bring? It brings, for some of you, wow. wow. So it brings happiness. Emotional happiness. That's the gratitude I was talking about. It brings you stability in the way that you think, the way that you connect to yourself. The High Priestess is about the intuition, right? For some of you, it is connected to money, as we see the Queen of Pentacles here, who is the one that is quite financially stable. And if we're not talking about finances, we're just talking about your stability in life, feeling like you can make better decisions, feeling like you can face things that you haven't been able to face before. The purification process comes here, and for some of you, you are getting the upgrade to the Queen. You are going to be able to connect easier with spirit and with yourself, listening with your gut, right? I feel it's life-changing. The purification process, this process of coming through between worlds, from the transformation to the purification, is life-changing. And so it doesn't necessarily have to be about money, but understand the Ace of Pentacles is abundance. And abundance is a big word, right? It covers so much stuff. If you go look it up in the dictionary, it covers everything. Abundance is a larger amount than usual, and that could be in love, or that could be money, or that could be intuition, that could be spirituality. Some of you are going to have a spiritual breakthrough, and I feel as though there is, for some of you who do decide to go through this really tough, and it's not easy. Transformational energy is not easy. Being stuck between worlds is not easy. But for some of you, you are getting the upgrade in life because you've chosen it, because you've surrendered, right? You've surrendered, and you've decided that you are no longer going to be hard on yourself about the things you didn't know in the past, or the things that you wanted to do and didn't do. I feel like it's an emotional time for most of you. Since we're talking about surrender, I'm going to throw down a card from the surrender deck. Let's take a look here. So we are talking about the High Priestess, who is Pisces. So this is your Piscean energy. It's the knowing. For some of you, I have Pisces in my moon, and I just know certain things. I know because I know, and that's just the way it is. And if you have Pisces in your chart, you'll know what I mean. I feel like some of you just know that that the hard times are behind you. The hard times, the tower's behind you. It's time to move forward in happiness and clarity. Here we go. That's the card that fell out on top. So, we've got surrender. Surrender your attachment to results. So it says the formula for success is to do all that you can to make things happen and then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. And that's completely true. And we talk about this in terms of, where is my soulmate? Where is my twin flame? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Spy on them. Let's talk about them. You got to take your eye off the prize. You do all that you can do, and then turn your back to the situation and carry on with life and let the universe take care of the rest. And really, that's what it is. Surrendering your attachment to results. And it brings me back to throwing a stick in a stream, right? When you throw the stick in the stream, do you follow it to see where it's going? No, you don't. You know that it's going to get to the right destination. Wherever it goes is wherever it goes. And that's what that is talking about. It's talking about releasing the having to control the results. Yeah. Releasing the control. And that's really tough. And that can be emotional. Very emotional. Anchoring. For some of you, this is about, it's about love. It's about maybe getting back in touch with friends. Because really that's what this card is about, right? We've got the Eight of Swords. I think you've been hanging out thinking about, got the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Swords in the bottom right hand corner. You've been hanging out wondering what you should do. What's the next step? Where should you go? Should you be more social? I feel like you're stuck up in your head about someone. For some of you, we do have a feminine energy here. It is the Ace of Swords. It's someone that you want to talk to. You have now released your attachment to the results of what's going to happen here, and you're feeling more grounded. So I feel as though with the Nine of Swords here, it's like, I've thought it out as much as I can. I've done everything I can do. It's time to get a little more anchored to the results, the things that you want to do. And I feel like some of those things that you want to do are in this card of the Lee, because that's where people meet to, you meet at the park in the middle of your city, wherever you live in the world. For me, we have Assiniboine Park, and there really is a beautiful place there in a garden where you can go and meet friends and have lunch. And I feel like some of you want to maybe take someone out, that you're just going to cut your feeling of, I need to control the results, and you're just going to let it flow, which is really kind of beautiful, actually. Getting in the flow is so much easier than fighting the current. I just want to talk about this tower before I forget about it here. Let's talk about this tower for the collective, please. What energy is in this tower, please? What energy is in this tower for the collective, please? Energy in the tower. All right. For some of you, you've been healing, and this tower is going to bring healing, because I feel like when we have a new moon, you do let go of some things, and sometimes it's just time to heal, and sometimes that means cutting people away from your life. I feel like you're no longer in indecision about that you're taking better care of yourself, dear Emperor. And I feel as though that the Emperor might be the one that we're talking about here, or for those of you who are waiting on an Emperor, this could be about your person. I feel like the Emperor is feeling as though he or she is ready to move forward, to take action, to I feel like the transformational energy. If you are an Aries, this could be you. Doesn't have to be an Aries, because understand the Emperor is also just an energy, right? An energy of having it all on you, taking it all on you, making sure that you can move forward in a successful way and taking action, right? This person's not really scared of much. This person's battle ready, has all of the energy of all of the kings, all of the knowledge of all of the kings, runs the empire. The kings and queens report to the Emperor. It's the person that's on the top of their game, right? They're probably in the higher echelons of corporate world, or they have businesses, or businesses or a business. So I feel like it's the Emperor who the tower falls and you realize that your stability is really in your health, your mental health, your physical health, and the fact that you've been disconnected from people around you for a while, for whatever's been going on for you. We have the Knight of Swords. It's time for you to take action. I feel like you want to move in, or you move towards somebody. It could be this feminine energy. Or it could simply be that you want to move to this Ace of Pentacles energy, because now with this purification process that you've gone through, whoever you are, regardless of what your sign is, I feel as though you are now through this purification process coming out on the side of things that are very that are colorful rather than black and white things. It's like you see things clearer now, and that does happen with transformational energy. That does happen with transition. That tower falls for a reason, my loves. It falls for the reason of clarity. Everything that never served you had to fall away in order for you to be able to move forward. So for some of you, you've decided to surrender the need to know the results, the need to make sure that you know where the stick is going when you throw it into the stream. For some of you, you're now getting in the flow rather than fighting against it. Fighting against the current just isn't helpful, right? It's not helpful at all. Just I'm being called to put a card here on this transformation energy. Tell me what's transforming here. You are going to hear a lot of thunder because there's a rain going on outside, which supercharges me. So I thought that's why I'd start out with this reading today. Tell me about transformation. What is transforming, please? For some of you, it could be friendship. For some of you, it could be finding out who are your ride or dies, the ones who are there no matter what, and maybe cutting away the rest. Because the Knight of Swords is, yes, a communicator, yes, taking messages, but also kind of clunky. Kind of clunky because you're moving too fast, you're saying too many things, you're not getting your point across. It is, stuff that moves forward too quickly. I feel like as you heal yourself, you're really realizing who your friends are and who they are not. Who are the faithful ones? Who are the ones that have been at your back regardless of what went on in your life, regardless of whether or not you were in this transitional stage? Who is there for you? Tell me about Between Worlds. What are we on Between Worlds on, please? There we go, the journey. And that's what it is. Between Worlds, you're on this journey of life. And I feel like because this card is facing towards faithfulness, or the dog, the person who is, the person, friends, family, the ones who have got your back, the ones who are always at your back. I feel as though you are noticing those people now as you come out of the gray and walk into your Technicolor world. You now know what your position is in a lot of people's lives. We have purification. Purification of things that you've just kind of left on the back burner. I think for some of you it is love, because we do see here that there is a rose on the ground. Rose is representing love, of course. She's not picking up that rose because she wants someone to give it to her. So I feel it's like as though the energy of purification is now you know who has the pure love for you, who is the person who does have your back, who really does have pure love. And it doesn't have to be romantic love, my friends. It could be just, your ride or die friends, right? The ones that have always been at your back, regardless of the hard times you've gone through in this first half of the year. All right, let's take a look here, a little more tarot, and then we're out. Oh boy, things are flopping around here. There we go. For some of you, it's about love. As I said, we've got the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Death card. Yeah, I feel like something has gone on here that has caused this transformational energy. And for some of you, it might have been that a relationship came to an end. You've been guarding your feelings about someone. And although I see the Seven of Wands as being a little bit defensive, I feel like you're defensive about the transformation. The transition has been really tough, and you're trying to do everything you can to anchor yourself. I feel for some of you, this This moon is bringing your emotions to the surface, the gratitude that you've had for the people that have been in your life this far, whether you've been speaking with them or not. When I look at the Seven of Wands, I see someone who is in defense mode, people coming at them, situations coming at them. This is something that that I feel is going to subside for you moving into the future. But we have the Two of Cups here, and I always look what's behind the Seven of Wands, and what is behind here, what I feel this person is protecting is how they feel about someone. I feel like some of you are going to get probably an emperor rush themselves in on you, whether that's through phone or internet or showing up at your door, plane, train, or automobile. I feel like somebody is going to accept this transition and move forward. Somebody wants to ask you out, collective. We have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. It's throwing them right off base. Yeah, somebody here is either... I feel like with the Death card here, what's coming to an end is your instability, feeling unstable, feeling like you can't make a decision. Maybe your money is short and you're worried about that. I feel like that's coming to an end if you are worrying about finances. For some of you, you are looking for someone to take out. I think that this Two of Cups tells me that it could be this feminine energy for some of you. It doesn't have to be. You could be the feminine energy, or maybe you're looking at the feminine energy. Wow. All right. So we have the Three of Cups in the reverse. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. We have the Magician in reverse, and we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. I feel like if you charge in too quickly without thinking about things first, that, let's get one more card here, that I feel like it could throw you off balance. Yeah, I feel like you feel as though you want this this Ace of Pentacles, you want the abundance, you know it in your gut, you see the Ten of Cups in the distance, but I don't know if you're willing to pick up the rose. I don't know if you're willing to move forward on that. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Magician, and the Knight of Swords. So it seems like someone here could be right now experiencing an impact in their finances, not sure if they want to move forward, but also not really sure if this feminine is the Nine of Cups. And if you are the feminine, you might be someone who is wondering if the person that you're thinking about is someone who is your Nine of Cups, or even if this is going to go off without a hitch or not. The Magician in the reverse for me is manipulative energy. So be careful. For some of you, someone could be charging in with manipulative words, but I think ultimately the Knight of Swords is about fast-moving energy, and when it's in the reverse, to me, it's like it's not really making the decision to go just yet, but feeling it in your heart, in your mind, like I gotta go, but you're holding yourself back, I feel. Or for some of you, you could be feeling manipulated by someone, and someone who might have control of your money or is playing with your money. You might feel manipulated by them, and you can't really disconnect from them at this time. So the Nine of Cups, I feel, represents a lot of things, and I think that we are going to end with, why not, Moonology, right? Let's take a look here. Tell me about the moon, please. Moonology energy. The end of a tough cycle approaches, and if we needed to see anything after seeing this, it's this. It says a full moon in Capricorn, but I feel as though for some of you, you're ending a tough cycle here. One that's been really hard. One that's been hard with finances, with communication, feeling manipulated, not sure where your happiness is. I feel like you're going to stop feeling defensive and stop hiding your feelings from someone who makes you feel a little bit off balance when you think about them. The end of a tough cycle approaches, but because the Emperor is here, I feel, collective, that it's your call. It's you. You are the one that has to move forward. You are the one that has to take control. You are the one that has to reach out and make the communication. So, congratulations. For some of you, it's the end of a tough cycle. And I'm grateful for that. Hopefully it's me. Hopefully it's you. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you all. Please look below if you're interested in a private reading. Look below, please. There is a yellow dot. Follow that dot over to Wizio. I am not taking bookings in any other way. Thanks so much, guys. Love y'all. Bye-bye.